You know what we all have to be from start to finish, from morning to night, with every inch of our being, is pro-life. And thanks be to God, we've got somebody to take us through that conversation and encourage us in that direction each and every Tuesday. It's Peter Range, Senior Fellow at the Center for Christian Virtue. Good morning to you, Mr. Peter Range. It's time for Say Yes to Life.
Hi, Pete. I hear
There we
children.
go.
That's joy. There.
Hi, happy St. Patty's Day to you. Top of the morning.
There you go.
Nicely done.
That was Gianna, John Paul, and William. Joseph was a little afraid to come down on the radio, but one day he will make his radio debut.
Nice.
We're very excited for that here in the Range household. But yeah, 25%. My grandmother was Irish. Mary Agnes Range. She was a tough Irish woman that told my father to take care of himself after he contracted polio. So,
Oh, wow.
I mean, talk about just a tough Irish woman. And Jerry, my dad, was feeling sorry for himself, and she's like, "You're gonna take care of yourself." So it took him 40 minutes just to put his pants in the morning, but my dad learned to do it. And some of that Irish blood lives on in me. And if people only knew, the people out there partying and everything, if they only knew, the story of St. Patrick and what a gift he was to the entire country, obviously, of Ireland, and then to the entire world because of his witness and the way that he witnessed to Jesus Christ. I mean, what a tremendous gift. And it's one of the reasons I love being Catholic, quite frankly, is just we have these tremendous saints that we can kind of look up to even in the midst of dark times. And so I want to finish, actually, today, my little update, talking about someone who's not a saint. I'm going to bring this back home to Winston Churchill because it read a quote of his just the other day about going through dark times and how to kind of get through them that I think is so imperative and important for us, because my main update or thrust of today, Say Yes to Life, is just updating people on what's going on in the state of Washington. Now, you may have not have seen this, but this just shows you how embedded the culture of death has become in our country. And when I just share with you this story, you'll just be amazed that this is actually taking place. So it all started in 2023. That's when former Governor Jay Inslee, he was worried about pending litigation that would make the abortion pills harder to obtain. Now, that litigation didn't actually come to fruition federally, but we certainly hope that it does at some point. But when this happened, he ordered his Department of Corrections, that is, taking care of their jails and prisons,
Right.
to use their pharmacy license to buy 30,000 doses of mifepristone, which, of course, is the common abortion pill. As he was leaving office, he ordered the Department of Corrections to purchase 17,000 more doses of mifepristone, along with 155,000 doses of misoprostol, another common abortion drug. So in total, the purchases cost the state around $2 million. So this is a governor who's worried, potentially, that the abortion drug's not going to be available. So he orders $2 million worth of the abortion drug. Now, there's a ticking time clock on all of this, though, because pharmaceutical drugs, they don't last indefinitely. So 30,000 of those doses already expired that the state of Washington is holding through their Department of Corrections because, as we know the story, the abortion pill wasn't banned in any way, shape, or form. But expired pills can't be used or sold, so last September, the state announced its plans to incinerate those original 30,000 doses, making it a complete waste of roughly $1 million as far as a purchase. But, we think that's a good thing. The pills obviously should be destroyed and everything. But Washington state legislators seem to think otherwise about the remaining pills, hence their new plan, which they hope that will help the Department of Corrections to sell its stockpile of pills so they, quote, don't go to waste. So the bill passed the state's Senate with a 32-17 vote on February 10th, with 2 Republicans and every Democrat voting in support of it. And then it passed the House of Representatives as well. Now it goes on to now Governor Ferguson to sign into law. So basically they just want to repurpose these pills and get them out there. Again, quoting that, so they don't go to waste. And when I'm just thinking about that, it's like the state government there in Washington is more concerned that pills don't go to waste, more so than they don't care about babies going to waste, and that babies are going to be flushed down in their toilets, because the modern abortion facility now is no longer the brick and mortars that we find in downtown Cleveland, downtown Toledo, and other places. I mean, those places still exist, but they're quickly going out of business because of this abortion pill, and the abortion facilities are now becoming bathrooms all across our country. Bathrooms where women suffer silently. They bleed. They're told that this is going to be a very easy procedure, very little pain, and then they go into their bathrooms and they flush their babies down the toilet, which, oh, by the way, gets into our sewer system and becomes a part of our ecosystem. And you think about this in a historical context. When Moses went up to get the 10 Commandments, he's the greatest sinner ever, by the way, because he's the only one who broke all 10 Commandments at once. But that's for another day. But when Moses comes back down, right, what does he do to punish those individuals who have been reviling and breaking all the commandments? He has them melt down the gold of the golden calf and all the other statues that they made. He makes them melt it down, and then they are called to drink of that melted gold. So they literally have to drink of their sin. And here in the United States of America, it's exactly what's taking place in our country today. We are flushing babies down the toilet. We're flushing these drugs down the toilet. It becomes a part of our ecosystem. And then we are the ones drinking of this poison. We are the ones that are drinking of this death in our culture. It is time for all of us to stand up, demand the Trump administration takes action to ban these abortion pills in our country before it is too late.
Wow.
So I'll finish with Winston Churchill, who said this. Churchill said, if you're going through hell, just keep going. So don't stop the fight, folks. Keep saying yes to life.
Very true. Thanks, Pete. That's amazing. Yeah. It is amazing how this just took off, this mifepristone. I mean, it's been around, but now it's like center stage.
Boy, and what an incredible thing to point out, too, because of the result of how these babies are being killed.
Yeah.
Literally now is in our ecosystem. It's just the way it is.